This is the new way of making money in the real estate industry with $0 in 2024 and beyond. So we're going to be covering how anyone with a laptop can get paid daily solving this one critical problem affecting 3 million plus realtors worldwide. A realtor is another word for real estate agent. Now, this is all without you having a fancy degree, tech skills, prior experience, or any startup capital. And what I mean by startup capital, and tie it back into the title of getting started with $0, what I mean is having tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars to get started in the real estate industry, because we all know that the real estate industry makes the most amount of millionaires in the entire planet. So my name is Prab Mangit, and alongside my partner, Jastej, we actually put together a whole document covering the step-by-step process. This is a very, very detailed document. That's why I'm actually making a video on it. But let's work with some pace here, guys, and get through every single page step by step. So in this paper, I'm going to be covering how anyone can go ahead and get started and make money in the real estate industry with just a laptop, and they can get paid daily by solving this one critical problem that's affecting over 3 million plus real estate agents. Now, like I said, this all without you having any experience being a real estate agent, having a fancy degree, knowing anything about the industry at all. All you really need is to have a computer, a Zoom account, and a mic. And even a mic can just be a headphone mic as well. In fact, that's exactly how I got started in the beginning. So for me, myself and my businesses, I actually made millions of dollars before the age of 23. And I actually practice what I preach. So what I really mean is I don't actually make my money, and I didn't make my money initially by selling courses on how to do this. I actually was in the trenches doing it and working with these real estate agents. In fact, I actually included screenshots from 2019 to 2021 when we exclusively just worked with real estate agents. And you can see I was still making $2.2 million in a year on just Stripe alone. So when we started, we made $17,000 and we took it to $2.2 million from the years of 2019 to 2021. And this is a real proof. You can see my company's name, generalagentleads.com. This is a real company that's registered within Canada. So here's some awesome case studies of some people that are real estate marketers. Now, we're going to be covering the exact term and what this all means later. But you can see Maytal was actually a stay-at-home mom of 3 children, and she made $22,000 in profit within 60 days. I truly think, guys, that we have the best case studies in the industry, and you guys can be the judge of that, right? And these are some of the case studies. These are not even all of them, but to check this out, Yoji was a 19-year-old kid based out of Philippines. He tried crypto, drop shipping, and even had a YouTube channel with a little bit of success, but he actually made $20,000 in revenue within just 60 days of getting started. Sam Spikerman was an ex-university student turned digital nomad. He now makes $60,000 a month in profit, yes, with a P, within 6 months. You got Azia Basic. She actually made $40,000 in revenue within 60 days. She's actually a 20-year-old university student based out of Calgary, Canada. I'm going to quickly speed through these because there's a lot. Itunu was an immigrant father, $20,000 a month in profit in 90 days. Aiden Kirchmer, 20-year-old ex-university student running an agency with only 1 client, went from $0 to $100,000 in revenue within just 6 months. Rija Anis, a young entrepreneur. She's actually, I think, maybe 20 or 21. At the time she started, she was maybe 20, I think, but she's been in the program for some time now. $26,000 in revenue within 14 days. Sami Ahmed was a real estate agent. He also did this. He now makes $60,000 a month. And he also has attracted 14 agents into his downline. A lot of you guys might not understand this concept. I'll get into this later, but it really applies for the real estate agents. Watch this today. You also got Ricardo, who's a guy from Italy, 23 years old, $20,000 in profit within just 60 days. Sean, $27,000 in profit within 75 days, 22-year-old university student. Kevin Kehoe, another real estate agent that also decided to do this. He actually did $20,000 a month in 60 days, and he actually attracted 6 people to his downline. And these people are still in the industry, guys. Keep that in mind. They're not like one and done case studies. They're still working with us as clients until today. Now, William Fontaine has also made $120,000 a month in 10 months of being with us. Manny Collin, he was a complete beginner, no information about the online space, $12,000 in just 30 days. And Lisa and Ralph, they did start up a marketing agency. They watch all the ads. They look at the Iman Ghazi stuff online, if you guys know who that is. But they made $10,000 a month within 60 days. And then some also another notable mentions that we just pulled up. There's a lot more, but I'm not going to cover all of them. But Gautam and Nathan made 12.2K in 90 days. Tawfiq and Ali made 13.6 in 30 days. Naman Gupta made 14K in 60 days. Harcharn made 14K in 60 days. Akash made 17K in 30 days. Farhan made 15K in 30 days. Parth made 12K in 60 days. And Mitchell made 18K in 60 days. These are real life people, guys. They're all over the world. Canada, USA, Europe. These people are, a lot of them, no experience at all. Some of them are actually very young, university students, stay-at-home moms. Some people are real estate agents. Some people already had an online business that was struggling, from all walks of life, right? So this shows that this is a valid vehicle. Now, of course, you're probably wondering, what even is this vehicle? I'm going to get into that shortly, so keep on watching. Who is this actually for? Because in the end of the day, if it's not for you, can click off right now. But if you are working 9 to 5, you're burnt out, keep on watching. If you're above the age of 18, but you're in post-secondary, looking for ways to make money online, keep on watching. If you've been wanting to start an online business, to have a steady income, but you don't know where to start, this is for you. If you're tired of being bombarded by ads on social media from all these quote-unquote gurus and want to start an actual online business with real client results and a real potential to earn money because it's from someone that actually made their money doing the thing, not selling courses on it, stick around. If you are a real estate agent, you want to make additional stream of income online and also maybe attract to your downline or brokerage, this is also for you. And also, if you got a lot of money laying around, you want to have something that could potentially be a passive income stream for you. Once you build it up and outsource it, this is going to be a great thing for you to also stick around and watch. So the core concept is this. Here's the one thing you got to believe for you to actually believe what I'm saying, okay? The world is in turmoil right now. I know we lived through a recession. It was an absolute crap show, right? We know that. 67% of people are barely surviving. They live from paycheck to paycheck. And for most people, $400 bills are a crisis. It's not just a statistic, it's a daily struggle of countless individuals. And credit card debts are sky high. People are pouring nearly a third of their hard-earned money into just keeping a roof over their heads. I mean, savings, like if you think about it, really no one has savings. The average person can barely set aside 3.9% of their income. And you might be thinking that earning between $50,000 to $100,000 a year would provide financial security, but the truth is it's not. 65% of people in this bracket still live paycheck to paycheck. And those earning over $100,000, well, 44% of those people are still in the same boat. So, any logical person that's motivated, they start looking for ways to make money online. They start looking at blogs and websites and Google search, and eventually they land up on Google and YouTube, right? So on YouTube, they'll find these online business gurus that are selling how to make money. And these gurus have actually not built real businesses themselves. In fact, their only business is teaching how to do it, right? So it's a world of selling dreams, not delivering realities. And I've been there because I bought into these gurus and experts, and I literally later found out, I was so naive at the time, very young, that I wasted time, money, and hope. But I'm very grateful for experience because I learned everything. But that's not why I'm here today, guys. Of course, I'm not another guru. You can say I'm a guru because I did run ads to get you guys here, but I'm not here to sell you a dream. I walked the path that I'm going to share with you guys and I actually made money in the trenches doing exactly what I'm going to be teaching you guys today. And I faced the challenges and achieved real breakthroughs. And while these online business gurus were just busy selling dreams, I was actually in the trenches building a real business. I have the scars from actually building a real business. And instead, today, I'm actually here to cut through the noise. I'm here to show you and share with you what building my own thing really taught me. And if you guys don't even resonate with the real estate industry, I urge you guys to stick around because you guys might understand how to make money online in general, because I'm going to share with you guys real time-tested truth. And, this actually worked for me. It is not a one-size-fits solution, right? But I'm not here to share a overnight miracle. It's also not a magic bullet. But I actually have found that this is going to be the easiest, fastest, and safest and most predictable way to earn a stable income online. And I'm sharing a real tangible business model that I've built and scaled. So it's simple. What worked for me is, this whole concept I'm going to share with you guys today. But this one thing is not going to be your typical YouTube automation or Instagram theme page business. I know you guys see ads about that. And maybe if you haven't, you might have heard some of these below. But the truth of this whole YouTube automation, Instagram theme pages space is the entire business actually depends on ever-changing algorithms. And as someone actually bought from these Instagram theme pages, it's getting very saturated. And, a lot of times what I've actually realized is another page could come in and send you fake followers and they could kill your whole engagement overnight. It's a very difficult business to maintain and keep profits for because I've actually talked to one of my colleagues the other day. He has a portfolio company that does $50 million a year. He had a business page that had 1 million followers. Someone sent him 1 million fake followers and all the engagement is killed. if you actually look at the posts, they only get about 14 likes for each post, even with 1 million followers. It's insane. So people can do that and wipe out your business overnight. So I don't like that kind of business. Something like that is not going to be safe in my books. You also got remote sales or appointment setting. So you actually get paid a tiny commission for doing all the hard work. I mean, at the end of the day, a big part of this is not learning sales. It's actually getting placed to a company that actually has real potential to earn you money. And truth be told, I get like messages from 10 people a week at minimum to go ahead and land a closing role with me. And we're not hiring anyone, because the truth is a lot of good companies, they're not always looking to hire salespeople. And it's very hard to find a gig. And the only salespeople that actually make money are the ones that are working for that company selling you how to become a salesperson or a remote setter. Okay. Now, if you also look at these kind of companies, if you look at them on Google and you search up the reviews, you will see FTC reviews on them, people bashing them on Trustpilot, Reddit threads. You can see the reality of this industry, okay? It is really a pump and dump, and a lot of people don't really make money in this space, okay? So Amazon FBA dropshipping, of course, slim profit margins, high shipping costs, dirty price wars with established competitors. A lot of these competitors already have like economies of scale. They have really good long-term partnerships with overseas people. They get these profits. In the end of the day, the slim profits, the people that win are the people that have like a couple of monopolistic type of deals in place. They might have an exclusive deal with someone that gives them a really good deal, and they can buy things for cheap. Airbnb wholesaling, of course, it needs a lot of startup capital, and there is a lot of competition. In fact, even in Canada, they're actually thinking about wiping out Airbnb. So, I mean, a lot of places, it's not going to be ideal. Same thing in many places in the USA. Affiliate marketing, you need to have a massive audience to earn tiny commissions. I mean, the people that make the most amount of money with affiliate marketing are these big YouTubers usually. And online coaching. I mean, in the end of the day, not everyone can just be a coach. And despite what people say, you know, a lot of the times, it actually takes a lot of money to get started with coaching. You got to do a lot of organic marketing for like a year and build up this audience. Then you get the first couple of sales, and then you can start like running marketing and get your more clients from there. It's very difficult. So all of these, right, paths usually have razor thin profit margins and very fierce competition, right? And usually the people that only make money doing this is the people that are teaching you how to do it. That's just the truth. And that's what I've seen, right? Now, it's certainly not about running a social media marketing agency where each new client actually makes the business worse and the profit margins thinner. So what's the real alternative here? What really is the easiest, fastest, safest, and most predictable way to earn a stable income online? Well, let me share with you what worked for me. And it's a solution that's not theory, but actually tested it myself. Now, you actually go ahead and you partner up with realtors or real estate agents, and you solve a very simple marketing problem for them, but also in a very unique fashion. Because a lot of you are thinking, oh yeah, I don't want to start up a marketing agency. I don't want to do this as a marketing service. It's a little bit different. So keep on watching, okay? Consider this. There's over 3 million plus active licensed real estate agents in the USA alone. That's not including Canada. That's not including Australia. It's just in the USA alone, okay? That's where I built my business. You can go ahead and target real estate agents all over the world. We have clients that work with agents in Europe. We have clients that work with agents in New Zealand. It doesn't matter. But if you look at it, right, it's more than 3 million plus agents that are holding a license, or 3 million plus people holding your active real estate license. And the biggest problem with them is this, right? And it's been a big problem for a very, very long time. They cannot get new clients. They cannot get new sellers or buyers. And it's very difficult. It's not a minor problem also, guys, because these new clients is the lifeblood of a real estate agent's business. Real estate agents only work on commission. And if you don't have any clients, they don't have any income. It's very simple and brutal. And here's the thing. A lot of agents, just to stay afloat, they're doing a couple things, right? They're buying these leads from these big websites called Zillow and Realtor.com. You probably have used them before. They're billion-dollar companies. And also another thing you can actually put a pause on this video and think about right now is, why would I not want to replicate a billion-dollar company? They're in the same business as what I'm showing you guys today, but we also make a slight twist on it, which makes you even better than them. But in the end of the day, a lot of agents are posting on social media. They're cold calling, right? They're knocking on doors. They're investing in these bus stop ads. They're doing networking. They're buying these flyers, and they're putting ads on these garbage cans, which don't really work. I mean, how many times have you seen those? And they're buying leads. And at the end of the day, what ends up happening for them is they don't have any clients. Their stress levels are crazy. I mean, if you think about it, a lot of real estate agents are usually sometimes rude. They have cash flow issues. They're up at night. And, they also have to pay a 35% marketing fee for some of these big companies. And it's a roller coaster income. And a lot of real estate agents do not make that much money. If you actually look at it, if you ask a real estate agent how much you make money, they might say I make 100 grand, but they only might take home 30K or 25K because they have a lot of expenses. And they will tell you that very, very clearly. So the truth is that a lot of times in the real estate industry, a lot of agents quit. And to be exact, 9 out of 10 of those agents quit within 5 years. So 90% of the industry of real estate will be different in 5 years from now. There will be a brand new set of real estate. That's how many people leave this industry. It's pretty crazy, but it's a story of where real people, real dreams are getting lost in a very unforgiving industry. And the problem has been around for decades. So in this challenge, though, I saw a golden opportunity. And I actually believe that the greatest solutions are born from the toughest problems, right? So what I actually saw was I went ahead and turned around this problem for every struggling real estate agent out there. And I wasn't the only one to do this. I wasn't the first person, but I had to done it in a very unique way, which I'm going to share with you guys today. But it turned into a 6-figure monthly revenue stream. And you see, like, the typical approach for real estate agents is tough. I mean, they constantly post on social media, they cold call, they door knock, they spend money on ads and flyers. Like, they're running on a treadmill all day, but they're not really moving forward, okay? So for myself, I changed the game. And instead of chasing, I actually said, you know what, let's just attract people. And in fact, I'm a testament to this working today. In fact, I attracted you to come to this video right now. And the same thing applies for real estate. And so why not make these buyers and sellers come to the real estate instead? And that's why, you know, for myself, I developed, using the power of the internet, a very unique way to get these buyers and sellers to the real estate agent. And my approach was very simple. So I use marketing on Facebook and Instagram, and we even incorporate organic marketing to get them appointments. But we also told them how to convert those leads into appointments and clients as well. That's where we differ, right? So I'm going to really getting into the nitty gritty later on the training. But we ended up going ahead and tapping into Instagram's 1 billion plus user base with an engagement rate of 2.9%, higher than any other platform. And we help give these people, these buyers and sellers, a chance to attract themselves to the real estate agent. And now from a bird's eye view, here's like a little picture, right? You can see. And the approach that I'm going to share with you doesn't really just create leads, but it actually establishes a predictable and a consistent income stream for realtors. So Jeff Bezos, as you guys already know, he hit the nail on the head when he said this. He said the only way to do great work and make money is to solve a problem that a lot of people are willing to pay a lot of money for. And this has stuck with me for a lot of years. I mean, that's exactly what I did, right? I didn't have a fancy degree. In fact, I dropped out of a university, which I'll get into my story shortly. But as I'm in my early 20s, I had nothing more than a laptop. And I'd never been a real estate agent myself too. But here I was helping 1,000 plus real estate agents. So anyone can do it, okay? The average real estate agent is 56 years old. They're struggling to keep pace with the rapid change of technology. Like, you know, they're not the best. If you're young watchers right now, they might be like very similar to your parents, right? And, you know, they might not be the best technology stuff. And that's fine. That's where you come in and solve that problem for them. And, you know, even in the future, even if like people, the real estate industry gets younger and younger, which will be a very long time from now, the beauty of it is that agents are all going to be really busy and they're going to need someone to help solve this problem for them. That's where you come in. The truth is that you can actually close this gap for real estate agents and generate a stable income online. And this is a very, very untapped market. I mean, in my 5 years doing this, I'm in millions and I only work at 0.02% of the industry. Crazy, right? So what's the bottom line? This is a problem that you can solve. I mean, you don't have to have a marketing degree, prior experience, or any startup capital. Real estate agents are willing to pay thousands of dollars for a service like this. And here's the average commission below. I mean, think about it. A real estate agent on a $100,000 home gets paid 2.5K. Well, a lot of homes are like in that 500K range. They get paid 12.5K. Now, on $1 million home, they get paid 25 grand. So if you brought a client for a real estate agent that bought a 500 grand home, how much of that 12.5K commission would they be giving to you, right? It would probably be a lot. Same thing applies for $1 million home and 25K commission. So this is what I fundamentally found out. And I said, you know what? If I'm making all these realtors this much money, they can surely give me a chunk of that back. And that's exactly what happened. So you can see here the chart I made. You know, all the other business models, I compared them. Now, in the end of the day, you know, I'm not saying that these don't work, but I just found that a real estate marketing business is the best thing to start because I've actually personally recommended my friends and family, my close friends and family, to start this. Whenever they ask, Prav, you're making all this money, how do I you make money online? I say, dude, like literally just start up this. And it takes a lot for me to do that. I'm putting my reputation on the line. And if that goes wrong, you know, obviously with family, it's not a good thing. So if I'm telling them to do that, you can have my faith in it. It doesn't matter. I'm a person on the internet. I'm a random person. You don't have to believe me. But here's what I've seen. I mean, if you look at it, real estate marketing is $300 to start up. And what I mean is like there's a couple softwares, but a lot of these softwares you can get started for virtually $0 right in the beginning because it's a lot of trials. You can get a software for like 14-day trial and get it for free. So in that 14 days, 2 weeks, you can get your first client and make a couple $1,000. But you can see here that on average, right, real estate marketing businesses make about 120K to 360K. The profit margin is about 50% plus when operated correctly. And time results is about 3 months on average, right? That's what a lot of our case studies have seen. 60 to 90 days is when they're getting those results. And the case studies are testament to that. And there's no capped earning potential, which is obviously the best thing. I'm not going to go through all the other ventures here. You can actually pause and look at them. But this vehicle that I talk about, real estate marketing, it has low competition, high gross profit margins, immediate cash collection upon sale, and a virtual uncapped earning potential, right? And a $0 startup cost. So, if it has high margins, allows for healthy work-life balance when systems are in place, you're also able to work with clients that respect you and your time and are willing to pay high amounts of money for your work. You're able to work from anywhere in the world. And that's one of the best parts I like. I mean, for myself, in the beginning, it was a big thing about money. How much money can I make? But I realized that I really want freedom. And this actually allows you to do that. So there will always be new real estate agents to acquire as clients. In fact, in 2021 and from 2020, in that 1 year gap, 156,000 people became realtors. It's a 60% increase in the previous 2 years. So it's growing. The industry is huge. And if you're going to go start up a business, go in the biggest industry, because even if you get a very small sliver of that pie, you will still make a lot of money. That's exactly what happened to me. And this business is recession proof. Okay. And what I mean by this is like this: when the real estate market is hot, real estate agents have a surge in discretionary income, so they want to spend with you. But in slower times, they're also forced to invest in marketing because they need to keep their business afloat. So I actually lived through this. And if you look at it, in January of, I believe this is 2021, but I have to confirm, or 2022, I think, during the peak of the recession, I made 35 grand in a single day. And that's into my bank account. And I made 230K in 1 month on just Stripe. I mean, we made way more, all of our payment processors, but this is not through selling courses on how to make money as a real estate marketer or consultant or anything. This is actually me doing what I'm going to teach you guys today. So this is proof, right? You guys can see I'm confident about this. And I want to be, because, I want to hopefully change your life. But in the end of the day, we did this with no social media following and 14 total Instagram posts, 50 views on our YouTube video. That's it. Now, here's the truth, guys. We are the only people in the industry teaching people how to do this. There is no one out there, because before teaching other people, we actually practiced what we preached and we built a successful company doing what I'm going to show you guys today. But first, let me actually get into who we are, because this is not really going to be some BS job story, but I am going to tell you guys the truth, the meat and potatoes of myself, because I truly think that I was just like you guys before. And I know these kind of videos, you want to watch them and you feel like, I'm supposed to tell you guys a sob story and have it all scripted. I'm going to give you guys a no BS whole story about myself and why I really wanted to make money online and everything, right? So my name is, of course, Prab. I'm the guy on the left. This is Jazz, my business partner. We met about grade 10 in high school, and just 4 years ago, right? Like, life was very different for us. I mean, we're working 9 to 5 jobs, right? No clear direction in life. Jazz was working at Walmart. It's something called store standard. And I was in a warehouse at No Frills, and I also worked at a store called Canadian Tires. And I juggled these jobs. And, for myself, I, had a very good habit of getting fired within about 2 to 3 weeks from every single job. So I actually knew at that time, I'm not really cut out for this. But on top of everything, I had an Indian family background. I was trying to go to medical school. At the time, I actually came in, I called sick because it was during exam time. And I was like, I can't come in today. And then literally the next day after the exam, and that exam didn't even go that well. So I was already not feeling that good. I come into work, and then, the manager's like, Prab, can I talk to you upstairs? I'm like, okay, I already know what's going to happen. And hey, Prab, it's been great having you. They literally started off, it's been great having you. So I already knew I was done. And we're going to have a performance review with you. And at that time, they let me go. And, they said, we don't see a fit. So myself, my parents, my mom used to work 2 jobs, night shift. And then she would only work she only sleep 6 hours a night. It was very, very difficult for us as a family. And my dad as well, he was a truck driver. He would work very, very long days, 12 to 14-hour days. They put through 3 kids, 2 kids right now through university, and third one's also going to go to university. It's a very, very tough time for us, right? And, they still worked their asses off to give us the best life possible. But, I felt myself letting them down when I got rid of my job. I know my mom had, yelled at me. She's like, why do you always got to be like this and all that kind of stuff? Because it was now going to be way harder for her to pay. It was like rock bottom for me, right? Because at that time, a lot of the other things were going off in my life too. It was more than just losing a job. It's a funny picture. I don't know how I got that picture. It actually seems like it ties into the story, but it's from 4 years ago, 3 years ago. It was a wake up call. I mean, the realization hit really hard for us. Like, is this what I really signed up for? Like, is this my purpose in life? And I was just breaking my back for a minimum wage. And also on top of that too, like, the big difficult thing for me was at that time, right? I was playing university soccer, and like a lot of my friends were like eating Chipotle and stuff after, and I couldn't really afford it because like I don't want to pay, and I don't want to use my mom's credit card, and that wouldn't be nice, right? So every single time I tapped that credit card, I would always like be like, crap, like this is not really good, all that kind of stuff, and like many times I bring my own lunch, and then I wouldn't get a weekly haircut, I look like crap. Everything, when all these like, money is like, even though like we can view money in many different regards, it is the root of everything, and we got to solve that money problem first. Because when I didn't have money, I wasn't enjoying my life, and I was looking like crap. And when I was looking like crap, I didn't have money. I couldn't even like do dating and stuff, and all my friends were dating, and here I was as like 19, 20-year-old guy who really had no direction in life, and it was really, really depressing. And it was one of those times when like I think everyone goes through it in that like very low period, that we start looking for these things, like we want to do something. Because I started reflecting, and during this time I read a lot of self-development books, right? We look back at our childhood, right? And as children, we always believe that we can do anything. And I, at that time, I stopped. Like, I felt like it was beaten out of me. Because when I was young, I could actually believe that I was an astronaut, I was an explorer, I was an innovator. I really believe I could do everything. But at that time, I was like, crap, like, is this what it is? Is it unreachable and unrealistic? And, I think that there's a confidence in knowing that this, and I want to just, even if you guys don't watch this training any further, I just want to bless you guys with one thing. Hopefully it serves you. But say to yourself, I am special, because you are. Like, in the end of the day, you are an energy in the universe, and this energy is meant to be a positive energy. There's no strategic benefit in thinking negative in your life ever. It doesn't serve you at all. And just let yourself know right now that even if you have no clarity or direction, you are special. And right now you might think negative. Like, screw that mindset. It's not even going to serve you at all. Like, why would you even think about it in the first place? This is the first time I learned about this principle. I was watching all these YouTube videos and about, the universe. And like, I was talking about, like, at that time, when you watch videos, you don't watch like the nitty gritty business videos or money videos. You watch like the generic, Tony Robbins success videos, but that still served me at that time. But I want to let you guys know, without making it sound fluffed up, is you are special. Like, understand that you have your own very unique gift to the world. And this training, I know, like, of course, at the end, I will give you guys opportunity and everything. But I just want you guys to understand that if you keep on watching this, at the very least, it will change your mindset. And that's my goal today, right? But in the end of the day, I want you guys to hear my story, and, just maybe it might align with you. But, during this time, I was working like a dog, and I wasn't really getting paid much. And I knew that it's not going to change anything. And I remember too, right? Like, we had like this Christmas party, and like, they were giving me all these gifts, like the Secret Santa stuff. And these gifts weren't even anything special, but I was like, it's like everyone that's like at the work, it was so sad, but everyone just like worked to go to that Christmas party at the end, because there would be some nice Secret Santa. People were literally talking about it September and August. Like, it was sad. And for me, it hit me, right? So like, I had no other choice. Obviously, I was trying to pursue other things as well at the time. But I was in a Bachelor of Science program. I, eventually went into psychology. Jazz was going to become a physiotherapist. I was trying to become an ER doctor. In the end of the day, I knew that I didn't have to go to school to become successful. Like, Elon Musk says that himself too. He's like, school is for networking and partying. On top of everything, like, the guy that built the world's first $1 trillion company said that, in the end of the day, he went to school and he was very naive, and that school was very expensive, almost expensive as Stanford, and all of his working class parents, savings were being spent. But after about 6 months, he couldn't see the value in it, and he had no idea what he wanted to do with his life, and no idea how college was going to help him figure it out. So he decided to drop out and trust that it would work out okay. It was really scary for him, but looking back, it was one of the best decisions he ever made. And I think everyone has a turning point. Like, you might be able to watch this video right now. You might have that revelation in your life, like something is not working. But I think the biggest thing is like, just having that belief in yourself that it is going to work out, because you're already on the right path. And that time when I was like way back watching these kind of videos on the internet, how to make money online, I was just like that. Trust me. I was like, is this guy really legit? Like, is this guy going to take my money and run, like scam me or stuff? Like, in the end of the day, we all have these beliefs. But in the end of the day, like, regardless of if you buy any program or coaching or anything or not, understand to yourself that you are already on the right path. So give yourself a pat on the back just for that alone, right? A lot of people don't even get that far. But this realization for myself was the turning point. And I went through years and years of schooling, and I, worked 60 hours a week. But I actually realized that, like if I did that, I probably would have made 500K a year, 600K as an ER physician. After taxes, I would have made like a multiple six figures, which is still a really good salary. But same thing for Jazz, my partner. If he became a successful physio, he would have made 86K a year. But if he were to make any more than that, he would have to start up a business. So we actually understood that we have to start up a business regardless. So we said, also, is this really what we want to do? Because in the end of the day, an ER physician works all day in the hospital and they don't really get to see their family. And I asked myself, like, what do I really want? Do I just want to have a crap ton of money? Or do I actually want to have the ability to, wake up anytime and actually genuinely enjoy my life? So that's the realization I had. So I realized that, like, for myself, the vehicle would have been business, because everyone that made money was in a business. And I saw it firsthand with immigrant parents. Like, they literally worked 2 years to take 1 7-day vacation. Even that vacation they were sweating on. They want to spend too much money. So I didn't want to be up in their shoes, right? So I turned to Google. I scoured the internet, barely slept any at night. Like, I just self-development little curve, you can say. And I was watching this video with Jeff Bezos, and this is what this guy said. He's like, I very frequently get the question, what's going to change in the next 10 years? But he never gets a question, what's not going to change in the next 10 years? So, for myself, what I realized was, like, the more important thing is that the second question is, way more important than the first one. And he even said that himself too. So for myself, this was the light bulb moment, because I need to find out that all these people that made money, how did they make it? So there was this guy in my local community. He had a pretty famous Instagram page. He would always have, like, the nice cars, G-Wagons, Lamborghinis, and he was a real estate guy. And he was, like, posting success motivation tips. This guy literally looks like The Rock, but we have a joke about it. But, like, it was crystal clear. Like, real estate is the way to make money. Like, 90% of the world's millionaires have created wealth through real estate, right? And that's what Andy Carnegie said. But if you look at this still holds true until today. You buy a limited resource, right? But again, this training is not about the typical real estate you think it is. Now, from a fairly early age, I knew this, right? I knew that the way to make money, the real way to make money, would be in real estate. And, eventually I make my money working a 9-to-5 job, but it's real estate, blah, blah, blah. But that's what I thought. But here's the thing, like, I was 18, 19, and it doesn't even matter about age, but a lot of people don't have savings, they don't have credit, they don't have steady jobs, banks wouldn't lend us money. And I couldn't be a real estate agent as well because I didn't have license. And where I live, it takes 6 to 8 months and thousands of dollars to become a real estate agent. So I had to think differently. And I'm actually glad I didn't become a real estate agent because, the next thing I'm going to talk about right here attests to that. Okay. So we started looking for unique ways to make money in real estate, and it didn't involve buying or selling homes, Airbnb, or any of the real estate fluff, right? Around this time, I actually read a book called 0 to 1 by Peter Thiel. He's a billionaire. He built PayPal with Elon Musk. I mean, what he says is this: to be successful in business, you have to do something unique, something very different from everyone else. And since we were searching for ways to make money in real estate or money online, we started getting bombarded by these ads from these gurus, like all YouTube ads. Like, I kid you not, I'm seeing them so much. And, they were saying, like, pitching as the next big thing to make money online. But it was just the same old ways, like drop shipping, affiliate marketing. But then I found something different. And this actually wasn't from an ad, but it was from, like, a little underground Facebook group. And there were these people doing real estate lead generation. And it was a concept as old as time. And lead generation was just like marketing agencies and stuff, right? But I said, I don't want to start up a marketing agency. Right? I want to start up something a little bit different. So I did some more research, but I said, why not apply this thing that you guys are already doing, but apply a small twist on it. So now I could be my own unique player. And that's exactly what Peter Thiel said. He said, you have to do something unique and something very different. Right? And, I've applied this rule in my businesses all until today. Like, even in my recent offer in my business, which I'm going to talk about to you guys today, what I'm talking about today about how to start a real estate business is a very unique thing in and of itself, right? So it's like a flywheel. But what I mean is, you're like, we came up with a way to make money in the real estate industry, helping real estate agents with something called a marketing consultancy. We're going to talk a little bit more about that later on. But one thing that made this idea great for us was, of course, how easy it is to find real estate agents online. Because if you look at other niches and, in the marketing services space and stuff, you work with chiropractors and everything, they never even pick up the phone because they have these, like, gatekeepers in the front. But for us, we said, well, we must do this. This must work because there's a 0% chance we can't get clients. And of course, lo and behold, we took the plunge and it was quite easy to get clients or appointments in the first week. We approached a few real estate agents we knew personally, particularly it was Jazz's friend and his dad. We ran ads for them. And the response was way better than we expected. In fact, our first client made 30 grand in the first 30 days. So that's how our real estate marketing consultancy was born. So you might be wondering, well, how is this different than a marketing agency? Because I've seen all these ads of starting a marketing agency and stuff, right? A marketing agency is, as you get bigger, it gets worse. You make less profits, everything gets more stressful, all that kind of stuff collapses. But with a marketing consultancy, it gets better. So let me pause here and tell you what happened actually next in our journey. Because when we made this revelation is about 2019, we made 17 grand the first year. And then the second year, we made 710 grand at 20 years old. And that's a lot of money, right? Already making, a crap ton of money for both of us. And the third year, we made $2.2 million. And the best part is this. We did this without having to be tech wizards, without fancy degrees, coding skills, or any experience. We actually weren't even licensed real estate agents either. And I did a lot of things for the next couple of years. I mean, I travel 6 to 8 times a year. I'm going to Mexico in a couple of weeks from now. And I love to go to Mexico many times a year. You can see that as we were traveling as well, we were making money, like 17K cash collected a day, 16K cash collected a day, 15K cash collected a day. These are real proof. And a lot of these are on Jazz's Instagram account. I used to have an Instagram account that got taken down, but we have a lot of these as proof and a screenshot a lot of it. So we actually were also able to have a $16,000 cash collected day when vacationing in Mexico. We made $60,000 in cash within, I think, a 24 to 48 hour period. I think 48 hours period, while in Calgary. And also on top of that, I bought my dad his dream car. Well, it was a nice car. I don't know if that's his dream car, but it was a great car. But I did buy my brother his dream car at the time, which is C63 AMG. And then my business partner, Jazz Tej, was able to buy the Range Rover long wheelbase autobiography for himself that he's always wanted. And you can see that's his family picking it up. So obviously personal achievements, a lot of people say you can always rent this stuff. Like in the end of the day, we didn't rent these, but in the end of the day, that's not even the biggest thing you should be doing this for anyways. This is very small. I think the biggest success is the ability to have freedom in your life and, that financial freedom where you don't have to worry about things anymore. So on top of that, the impact that we created has been very, very impactful for everyone in the company, right? Arjun, he's a very young guy. He's very similar to my age. I'm 24. I think he's also 23, 24. He bought his first home. And these kind of messages that are very heartwarming to us, right? And you can see as well here, one of our salespeople, he's also one of our employees. He made $45,000. He wired it for a personal growth seminar. Imagine spending $45,000 on just a personal growth seminar. So again, these kind of things, it's important to understand that, there's levels to this. And, the impact can be created. You could be right now, you might be watching this in your living room or on your bedside or whatever you are at work on lunch break. In 4 years' time, you could be having people that have worked with you paying $45,000 wire transfers to attend personal seminar because of what you decided and what the choices you decided to make in your life. So this is really big impact. And you can do that with just the power of a computer in front of you, a Wi-Fi connection, and a mic, and that's it. Honestly, you don't even need a mic, but it would be good to have a mic. Anyways, things took an unexpected turn for us because obviously at the gym, you're showing up, people seeing my ads and stuff, they're looking at everything and you look at the car and all that. What do you guys do? You're so young. And, it hit us they were curious. They want to make money like us too, right? Anyone logically would ask that. So a lot of us said, well, why don't we teach other people how to make money? But then we said, you know what? Will we be giving away our whole business? That's not smart. So then we really thought about this. Do we want to do this? Right? What's the way to monetize this and all that kind of stuff? And one of my mentors said, dude, you're going to make way more money teaching people how to do this as well. And that's exactly Alex Ramoldi from Gym Launch. If you guys don't know who he's on YouTube, he's a very, very big business mentor. And he actually went from doing the thing for gyms to teaching gyms, right? So for us, we went from doing it for realtors to teaching realtors, now to teaching other people how to help realtors. And the big reason why we actually want to do that is because after working with all these real estate agents, 1,000 plus to be exact, we still only work with 0.02% of the actual market. So we said, there's so many agents out there, and we don't want to sell to all of them because I want to have a lifestyle business, but there will always be new real estate agents to sell to, right? So we thought to ourselves, well, if we just created clones of ourselves, then we can actually serve the entire real estate market and have a huge impact. And also, it will be a really good business for us. So, we get really paid really handsomely, and we had two reasons, unselfish and selfish. Unselfish would be that we could literally have hundreds or thousands of more real estate agents that we could serve using our processes that we learned. And at the same time, our selfish reason was that we'd actually get paid very well because we would make our clients a lot of money and they would actually pay us back. And that was why we decided to do this. So it actually was a pure business decision for us, right? That's why we actually gave everything away, because we realized that me as an entrepreneur, I'm trying to pursue the best vehicle. This would be the best vehicle for me. And I'm going to be very honest with you guys, of course, right? So this would be myself and my business partner. We teach everyone else, and these clones go ahead and help more real estate agents. But in doing so, everyone makes a crap ton of money, right? And some of these people have made 6 figures a month, right? These people. So again, there's a lot of potential here. So this is all really possible because of one reason. Before teaching other people, we actually work with realtors one-on-one, not for days or months, but years. And our team has pitched our marketing services over 4,000 times to realtors on Zoom. So we have actually billed over 1,000 plus real estate agents on Zoom. We have $4 million of awards. This is only on ClickFunnels. We've made over $7 million in total today, all 9, but this is just proof here. And you can see here that, this is just like all the proof. And this is from ClickFunnels. I'm not sure if you guys seen ads from ClickFunnels of this guy here, Russell Brunson. And we actually pride ourselves on this, right? Like this is like October 3rd, 2021. This is our actual office, right? This is a legit office. And we put a 14-hour shift in. So let me get one thing clear, guys. What we're talking about is not like those typical online businesses you probably heard about 1,000 times. It is something completely different. And, it actually allows you to operate in a completely different ballgame. It's a business model that stands out because it's stable and predictable. And it's not about riding the waves of trending products or algorithms, but it actually taps into a steady, ever-present demand. And also in the real estate industry, the industry that makes a lot of money already for millionaires. It makes the most amount of millionaires in the world, right? So it's not a business where you're scraping by on small margins. We're talking about a model that you can earn stable, substantial income, like Maytal, who made $22K a month in profit in 60 days. You also got Yoji, who made $20K a month in 60 days. You got Sammy, who made $60K a month in 14 agents to those downline in 90 days. If you don't know what downline is, just worry about how much money he's actually making. So now that you actually discovered what this whole thing is, the real estate marketing consultancy concept, how do you actually do it? Right? Like what the heck is the actual process of how to do it successfully? Well, we did this ourselves and we guided hundreds of other people and we broke it down to a very simple 3-step process. And these are not just any steps, but it's a blueprint that has transformed complete beginners into high earners, armed with nothing more than just a laptop and a Wi-Fi, all within a few months of starting. And you don't need to have a fancy degree. You don't have to have any years of experience or a big bankroll to get started. The blueprint below, I'm going to show you guys, is potentially going to change your life. So these 3 steps are the exact same process that we use to build our companies and the exact same steps that we taught hundreds of other people all around the world. So step number 1 is going to be learning real estate marketing. So obviously, before helping these real estate agents, you got to understand real estate marketing, right? And, instead of you going to trial and error, obviously the best way is to learn from someone that's already done it, right? But I'm going to actually give you guys everything in this training because, I don't want to be those people that just say, oh yeah, you got to buy my program, this, that. No, you're going to learn everything in this training itself, of course. But there's actually assets have been developed, and these assets have been developed after wasting hundreds of personal hours. And we spent years mastering this craft, right? So you can see here that the nitty gritty of the assets is going to be described shortly, but here's a zoom out, right? Because in the end of the day, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be generating these home buyers or sellers for the real estate agent, and you're going to be using Facebook ads, local services ads, and marketplace ads, right? And obviously you can learn all these things on YouTube yourself. It might take you tens or hundreds of hours. It doesn't matter, but you can still learn it. But paid and free online lead generation campaigns, here's here, right? That's what you do. And these are all paid, but there's also organic. And then even with Facebook Marketplace, there's like 4 different strategies within it. But on top of that as well, we send the home buyer seller to the realtor client, then they follow up. Now, obviously, we understand that they're not going to actually follow up. So you got to use AI and build an AI appointment setting bot. So go ahead, book those appointments for the realtor. Now the realtor starts getting appointments, and now they start getting 5, 10, 15K commission checks for the appointments that close into clients and deals. And then you get paid as well. But the best part is you don't get paid when they close a deal, you get paid upfront. Right? That's what I fundamentally believe that you should be doing as an entrepreneur. A lot of real estate agents might say, yeah, but I'm going to pay you after I close a deal. Nope. You are going to get the money up front before you even go to start working with them. And that money is in the thousands of dollars. I'm going to cover that very, very shortly. These exact Facebook ads, all of these ads are literally from people on our website. They're winning ads, right? So again, like this stuff, I'm giving it all away. Here's the targeting. Very, very simple. So the thing is that on top of everything, right, there's Google local service ads. And Google local service ads is like you set up something for the agent where they just get direct phone calls to their phone, right? And once you generate leads to the online strategies, there's, of course, AI follow-up. And you can see here, AI follow-up books appointments. You can pause and see. This is literally an AI bot booking appointments for the actual real estate agent. So now you're not only giving these real estate agents leads, you're giving them appointments, the people that want to speak to them. And we did this and we made 7 figures a year on annually. And you can do that too. And we only sold one simple solution. A lot of times people think they got to start multiple businesses and do multiple offers. Guys, sell one thing. Simplicity is key. And we sold that for the first $3 million. And then we started getting into other things, right? So you don't have to create unnecessary complexity selling these various services, right? It's not about growth. It's about piling up cash. A lot of people say, oh, I got 10 businesses and all that kind of stuff. But if you look at their bank account, it doesn't really reflect that. 10 businesses does not mean you're making money. That doesn't mean you have 10 businesses. It's much better to have one really good business as opposed to having multiple crap businesses, right? So focus on piling up cash. Think about it philosophically. Why do you actually start a business in the first place? You want to make real money, right? Not just starting businesses for your ego, right? So in the end of the day, if you're doing all these multiple services, you're just going to be stressed out and everything. We had one service and sold 5 customers in 24-hour period, made 35 grand cash collected. And a lot of times people ask themselves the question, well, do I have to go to university? Like, do I have to become a licensed real estate agent? And it's no. In fact, I didn't go to university for that. And even, Ricardo, 23-year-old from Italy, like he didn't go ahead and become a real estate agent. He's from Italy, right? Or Harcharm, stay-at-home mom from Calgary. She made a deal for $4,500, okay? What should I charge for my marketing services? Well, we recommend $2,500 to $5,000 a year, right? Over time, your pricing can go up as well. Average was you charge about 10% of how much you make someone, right? How much should I charge on a monthly basis? You should not even charge on a monthly basis. You should charge upfront for the client, right? You get paid upfront. I'm so confused. What exactly is a service, right? Well, the service is what you're going to be doing for them and the outcome you promise them to deliver. So you're going to be telling them, hey, I'm going to get you appointments on your calendar. I'm going to get you clients. That's like the service ballpark. And it includes certain components, like you're going to be doing Facebook ads for them, Instagram ads for them, these Google local service ads, all that kind of stuff. Should you customize your service for every single agent? No, you should not. We literally scaled one service to $2 to $3 million per year without anything else. How long does it take to learn all the materials to successfully service these realtor clients? Well, that depends. I mean, that comes down to whether you're learning to try everything on your own or someone's already done it yourself. I mean, you can try everything on your own. For us, it took us about 4 years, right, on average. If you want to spend 4 years, I 100% agree, you can, right? But obviously, working with the mentor can cut down the time frame by many, many years, right? And that's why Manny, when he, of course, worked with us, he made $7.5K in one day, and he made that in the first month and a half, right? You can see Farhan, less than a month, he actually got a $14,000 contract. When Gurmukh took him less than a month to make a $4,500 deal, okay? So how do I know that the marketing ads you're showing me actually work? Well, I want to show you guys something right here. So, all of these, if you actually go to our website called generalagentleads.com, I'm just going to pull it up here. You can actually see our legit website still up. And a lot of these case studies are real estate agents all around the world. And there's a lot, right? So before teaching other people, we actually made a lot of real estate agents a lot of money. You can see here. So that's how you know they work. And here are more case studies here, right? So do real estate agents have everything they need from our education or brokerage? Why should they work with us? Well, the truth is that a lot of these real estate agents do not. They join these brokerages and it's one of those one of the other agents out there, like the other agent. They're just, a number. And many real estate agents and their brokerages are still using lead generation strategies that it might have only worked 2 or 3 decades ago, right? Because a lot of times the people that are these brokerages, right? The people that own these brokerages that employ these real estate agents, the people that own them, they're supposed to be teaching them, they were only successful in real estate 20, 30 years ago. Right? And the thing is, nowadays, the world's changed. Everything's online. So that's where you come in, right? And why would an agent trust me with their entire marketing? Well, the truth is that trust is going to be the biggest hurdle in the beginning because you don't have a track record or testimonials. But the good news is that we actually developed a specific strategy to navigate early skepticism, because there's a way that you can actually bypass them. I'll show you guys that very shortly, okay? So is this really a sustainable business? Can I just do real estate investing? You can, but you also got to be building a network, connections, and capital. And also, the best way to build a network is to work with real estate agents that literally will find you great deals. And what better business to do that and actually earn capital at the same time, learn about the real estate industry than a real estate marketing consultancy, right? That's what I actually had a fundamental revelation of in the beginning, right? Now, the big question is, how do you actually get an endless amount of realtors lining up to become your client? Well, you got to build an infinite client stream. And the way you do that is to build a BICS, right? An infinite client stream. So we actually use Facebook ads, just like we tell our real estate agents to use Facebook ads. We use them for our own business. And like I said, I'm going to give it all away for you guys. These are the ads we ran that made us millions of dollars a year, right? And you can see here. Here's an ad on Instagram. Here's the actual targeting. We can actually show you guys that we spent $536,000 on these ads in one ad account in USD in less than 12 months. And this attributed to millions of dollars in revenue. In return, I also have my calendar packed with real estate agents that want to speak with me. So it's not just about getting clients. It's actually about having a consistent, repeatable method to generate new clients on demand. And a good marketing system can actually be the way to turn $1 into $5, $10, or $15 or $50 of paid advertising. I think Alex Hormozy, he's a good guy. Like I said, I'll bring him up again on YouTube. If you guys don't know who it is, doesn't matter. He, with his marketing, turned $1 into $33 in profit, right? Where else can you do that consistently? One thing is having it, doing it once in a while, but where can you do that consistently every single month? It's only going to be in a business, right? So running ads is the fastest way to get new clients. There's organic social media posting. You can do all the kind of stuff, do YouTube videos, but you got to run ads. I'm going to be the first one to tell you guys right now, you got to run ads to make real money. You got to spend money to make money. But obviously I understand that you don't have money to get started, and that's totally fine. I'm going to give you guys a solution shortly. But the question that you might ask is, do I have to have a huge social media following or a big audience to make this work? And well, in 2021, I made 230K in a month, right? That's like almost 3 years ago, right? It was 3 years ago, actually, yeah. We got less than 50 views for video, and I've only had 14 posts on Instagram. So what if you don't have money to spend on ads to attract realtors? Well, you can do free trials. And a lot of our clients actually made a lot of money with free trials. You can see, in fact, a lot of the case studies above did free trials, right? Harry made 4.8K for 6 months from free trials. Brihan, right, made 3K. Sage made $4,500 and $1,500 from free trials. Same thing with Mitchell. Lisa made a $6,800 deal. She also closed a $10K deal with free trials. Harneil made a free trial. So the reason why the free trials work so well is because we give all the clients and our students everything that actually works to get all these case studies, and they set them up for these real estate agents. They set up the free trial and they get results. And the real estate agent's like, well, yeah, I don't even need to be sold on anymore because you already got me results. So let me just pay you now. And that's how free trials work. So these are cold email templates. Here's how to get SMS. Like I said, guys, I'm giving you guys everything away. Now, a question you may be asking is, I never did marketing before. Right? Like everyone starts from ground zero, guys. And I started out, I didn't even know what marketing was, right? I thought marketing was like these big things where you sit in these boardrooms and I have these meetings. No, right? But in the end of the day, you can always learn, and you can learn from the right mentor, right? How much should I spend on ads in the beginning? Well, we recommend a budget of about $50 a day to get started, eventually $100 a day. But at this point, you should already be making money with your free trials, right? How fast should you be scaling your advertising budget? Well, it's very simple. If you have room for more clients, dial up the budget. And how difficult is it to learn paid advertising? Well, you should learn from someone that's already made their money and spent a lot of money, to be exact, like $500,000 in a year USD. We can definitely tell you what works and what doesn't. And how long does it take to manage and set up these ads? Well, at the end of the day, about 1 hour of investment to start off, and then it takes about 10 minutes a week to manage. And you can always get people like our coaches and stuff to look at that for you. There are a lot of people that also offer services to manage your ads out there. Now, what should you be asking when you're talking about pitching your service to realtors? Well, we have a sales script, and I'm not going to be covering the sales script here, but you can see we always begin by asking where they're at, where they want to get to, and we said, do you have the money? And that's it. There's 12 questions, 11 questions. And we do this all over Zoom. And once they answer these questions, then we present our actual service to them, right? And how am I going to get clients if you don't have any case studies? You got to do free trials, right? And a lot of our clients, the one you see above, they got their first couple case studies was literally by doing free trials. Does cold outreach still work? Can you still, go out and get clients without running ads? Yes. And that's exactly how we made our first $30,000 online. It's going to require determination and persistence, but it's a tried and true method. And can I do this on my own without your help? You could, and you very much could. That's why I'm giving so much value in this training. But in the end of the day, time is money, and you could spend a lot of time. In fact, you could spend years, right? It took me a lot of time. And even at that time, I still had a lot of mentors that were paying me. They just weren't real estate specific mentors. So that's why it took me a little bit longer to figure out. To be exact, it took me about 4 years, okay? Now, there is one mistake, though, that a lot of people make. And a lot of people might just do the first 2 steps to make some money. They make 100K a year or so. But the real way to make a lot of money, depending on whatever that lot of money for you is. For myself, it was like over 6 figures a month in profit. There's something that you got to do, which is the final step. So this final step is walking before you can run, right? So we obviously got to run, but we got to walk a little bit too. So let me explain this. You got two surgeons, right? These two surgeons are doing a lot of surgeries, but let's just say I had a heart attack, right? Now I got to come in and my family got to choose which surgeon, right? Obviously, I'm going to choose the one that conducted 1,000 surgeries over the 10th surgery, even though they might both be really good. So, same thing applies in business, right? Who are you going to trust more? Who can command higher fees? So you're going to do the first two steps for a little bit of time, right? But over time, you're going to be able to build a solid foundation. You can have a lot of success stories. You'll also make a lot of money during this time. But then you want to pivot through to a whole different business model, which is called a consultancy. Because in the beginning, you're going to be doing one-on-one client work, right? Which is like this. But to really make money, you cannot be a marketing agency forever. So the truth is, in the first two steps, you actually are a marketing agency. You are a real estate to lead generation marketing agency. But after, you actually make a different switch. And this is where I made a lot of my money. You make it into something called consulting, right? Now, let me explain what consulting is. But before I get into that, let me show you some case studies. Joel Johnson, he got into this coaching consulting side and made 15, 20 grand. Akash had a 7.7K deal, 9.2K deal. Mason made a $7,800 deal and $7,200 deal. You can see Aiden closed a 7K deal. So consulting is this thing that, you actually coach these real estate agents instead of doing it for them. So the first two steps, like I said, the first step, we'll learn real estate marketing. The second step was going to be get your client stream. You do that for like a couple months or might be a year or two. It doesn't matter. But eventually you want to switch into something called a marketing consultancy. And that's why I was, very, very, I kept this stage last in this training, because the real way you make money is to sell consulting. Guys, in the gold rush, who made the most amount of money? The people that are mining gold or the people that actually went ahead and sold the shovels, right? So the people that make the money is the people that teach how to do it. In the online space, why do you think everyone goes ahead and starts coaching and selling courses? Thought about it. Think about it, right? Because the money is made in that. So you can do the same thing too. You work with these real estate agents, you do it for them, you get a lot of experience, and then you start coaching. And that's exactly why even in today's training, I told you guys that I built my own company first. And then I said, you know what? I'm going to coach people how to start other companies, because for myself, there's more money in this. And the same thing applies for you today. You will do it done for you for the real estate agents for a couple months, a year, maybe a little bit longer, maybe a little bit shorter. But after that, you get into consulting. And that's where our biggest case studies come. That's where people that are making $60K a month in profit, more money than people make in a year in 1 month, that's what they're doing. So this is what you got to do in the final step. So I'm not really going to cover this too much, because a lot of people are just going to be the first two steps. So guys, hopefully this training so far was very valuable, but I'm going to show you guys some next steps, right? Because you're probably wondering, how the heck can I get started? Well, there's a lot of ways, right? But the main way to get this real estate marketing consultancy business off the ground, build a business that, allowed me from $0 to getting paid daily and making millions online, that didn't have me becoming a real estate agent, having any experience or a lot of tech skills or anything. Well, there was 3 steps that I talked about above, right? And if you can do that, you can actually make 10, 20K a month or more just by that from the comfort of your own home. And you can launch your own real estate marketing business, right? Call it real estate marketing business, real estate marketing consultancy, same thing. And we actually been able to do this ourselves before ever sharing with anyone else. I literally show you guys proof, right? 7K, right, to $229,000 in a month within 8 months, right? So June 2020, I made $7,800. In January 2021, I made $230K. So there's a lot of stuff. Did I have to work my ass off? Yes. But if you're willing to work your butt off and you want to make some money, well, keep on listening, because this is exactly what Sam did. He's now making $60,000 a month in profit. He was a university student in the Netherlands. He built $1 million business. He's a DJ. He's traveling the world. I don't know if his Instagram's still open, but it's like Sam Spikerman. And he's like literally living the life. He said, just bought another rollie. Thanks for the help, guys. Right? Ricardo, I interviewed on my YouTube channel. You can see real proof, real wins from our community. He used to be a young salesperson, making $20,000 a month in profit within 60 days. Aiden, $100,000 a month within 6 months. Aiden's a 20-year-old university engineering student based out of Toronto, Canada. He struggled with a small agency. So he was already a little bit more advanced from other people. He said, I'm going to start an online business already. He started a marketing agency, maybe watch his YouTube videos. He was struggling. He only had one client. He rounded $100,000 within 6 months. And you can see he's real proof. You actually interviewed him as well, right? Kevin Cahill, he was a real estate agent. And this might not apply for you because he tracked to his downline, but at the very least, he actually still made $20,000 within 60 days. You can see another proof here. Will Cabral, $35,000 a month. I think he's already at $60,000 a month. I got to confirm it. But within 60 days, he made $35K a month. He also is a real estate agent, but he was also a marketer. So he's a little bit more advanced. But again, like people are making this real money. I also did interview him here too. Okay. Manny, $12K a month in 30 days. Rohan, $20K a month revenue within 60 days. Itunu, he was a father, immigrant father of a newborn child, $20K a month in profit within 90 days. You can see here, picture of me and Tunu interviewing. And you got Lisa and Ralph, $10K a month within 60 days of getting started. Will, $120,000 a month. Came as a struggling university student, and now he's really making $1 million business and living life. Sean, $27,000 a month within 75 days, right? 22-year-old university students. Mason Stepaniak, $20K to $40K a month in 60 days. You can see here. Patrick Furnett, $500 a month to $100,000 a month. Aiden Jefferson from New Zealand, $70K a month in revenue to $100,000 a month in profit. Piotr, $0 to $20K a month in 120 days. Alex, $50K a month to $100K a month in 4 months. Guys, these are some of the best case studies in my opinion, and I don't want to like toot my own horn, but I generally think that we have some of the best case studies in the entire industry of making money online. Asia Basic, $40,000 a month in 60 days. She was a full-time university student when she came in. And I have real proof, real live interviews. Guys, we didn't hire actors for this, okay? So, again, Joel Johnson, $38K a month, right? I'm just going to skim through these because they're a lot. And Rija, $26K a month in 2 weeks, right? So 26K in revenue, well, you can call it a month, but it doesn't matter, in revenue in 2 weeks, okay? She will also work a 9-to-5 job. A lot of 9-to-5ers, a lot of ex-university students, some real estate agents, some people already started an online business, people from all walks of life. So you might be wondering now, well, how can you take advantage of this massive opportunity? How can you too do the same thing as these people above and solve this massive problem that's plaguing the real estate industry? How can you charge that small fee and also change your life by solving this one problem? How can you earn a predictable, stable income online from the comfort of your own home? So there are a couple options. The first option is you go alone, right? And I've done this many times in the past, and I still sometimes do it. And I always realize that, man, I waste a lot of time. So the process is very extremely nuanced, right? There's so many different things you gotta learn. You gotta learn marketing, you gotta learn Facebook ads, you gotta learn marketplace organic ads, you gotta learn follow-up, right? There's a lot of different things you gotta learn, right? You also gotta learn how to deal with real estate agents and sell them on. You gotta learn how to book appointments. You gotta learn business management skills, right? So the process is extremely nuanced, and small errors, of course, are gonna be bound to happen. And they can propagate in time, making it way more difficult and costly than it needs to be. It's gonna slow you down, and it's gonna lower the odds of your success, right? And you don't want to reinvent the wheel either, guys. Like, you can take a process that already works. Like, the case study exists there for a reason, right? All those dozens of case studies. So it could take you 5-10 years to reinvent the wheel, right? And you will probably be working alone and be susceptible to distraction. I mean, the enemy of progress, right? If you don't have a mastermind network in place, you know, a lot of people, like one of my mentors said to me that the most successful people he knows control their environment. So we have like a mastermind community that you want to align with, right? And even Napoleon Hill talks about this too in his book, Think and Grow Rich. So in order to go through a journey like this, you need to have a guide who's willing to help you, right? Not a guide that is there just to ask questions from, but who's actually willing to help you. Because this guide in this case, you know, in my case example, we actually make money when our clients get results, right? Because they stay with us. So we're willing and able, and we want to help you succeed because that's how we make our money, right? So it's going to create a peace of mind and allow you to focus on what actually matters, which is getting customers and getting customer results. And choosing the wrong direction is a real risk. I mean, you might do something wrong and you might only have a certain amount of time to solve this problem in your life. And if you don't solve it, then you might be stuck in a 9-to-5 forever because you might carve yourself into a mountain of debt. And that's not really going to be a fun place to be in, right? So the second option, which obviously I recommend, is you can work with us. I mean, you reach this point of the training, obviously, but I'm still going to get into what the training is and what the program is you're going to be looking at. But you can work with us. And we built a real company before teaching other people. And the best part is we still work with the real estate agents as well, right? Now, we work with over 1,000 plus real estate agents for over 5 years now. With our help, we're going to help you do the same thing that we did. We're going to help you build this business that helps real estate agents, this real estate lead generation marketing business, right? And you too can make all the money like the case studies like showed above. And best of all, we're going to license everything for you. And we're going to make everything so easy that you just got to come in and plug and play everything into your own business. And you can get to hit the ground running. And you can actually literally start making money in the first month, right? Or the first couple of weeks if you work extremely hard. So this is going to be in a white label format, meaning white label very simply means this. Everything that I use in my own business helping real estate agents, I re-recorded it so my branding is not on there and you can repurpose it. I've done a lot of hard work for you guys. You're going to have all the access to all the templates and strategies and everything we use. And it's going to give you the confidence to provide valuable services to your clients and actually be grateful that you're actually embarking on a journey where you're actually creating real meaningful change. So there's a lot of value in this. And obviously, this offer I'm going to show you guys today, it's only available to who we think is the right fit because, we don't want to bring in the wrong people and we get all these bad reviews online and then we got all these people complaining and a lot of refunds and the FTC comes after us. We don't want that. We want to actually help real, genuine people who are right fit. So we have this offer and this offer called the Real Estate Marketing Consultancy Launch, REMC Launch. To put into perspective what it is, it's like a McDonald's. If you open up a new McDonald's franchise, it's going to cost a lot of money, obviously, but it's sort of a proven way to make money because they've got everything done. They have thousands of franchises around the world. They license everything. They license their processes, their SOPs, their assets, and everything. They give you a cookie cutter business, right? Everything's already done for you. And they teach you how to run each location. They teach you how to make burgers. They teach you how to manage the ovens. That's the power of a complete proven system. That's exactly what REMC Launch does. It's like a business in a box model. That's exactly what we're giving you guys in REMT Launch. We're going to show you guys how to build your own real estate marketing business, and you could scale to businesses just like revenues like this, $2.2 million in a year. It's a proven business that can integrate into your life to create a predictable, stable online income stream from all from the comfort of your own laptop. And you guys might be thinking, well, this seems too good to be true. Guys, I'm going to show you guys something. This is the actual course area, right? It's a quite intensive course area, but it's not the only thing you're going to get. You're not going to get a course, right? The course is there to, for you to guide yourself. It's like a university, right? Think about it like a university. You go through your own self-pace. There's instructors and stuff too. We have coaching calls. You get your community coaching calls. People show up, but at the same time, we have daily coaching calls. 5 coaching calls a week right now. Actually 6. We're going to be adding in more, and a lot of them are with myself. Right? About 90% of them, only one of them was with another coach. And that's a sales clinic. And that teaches you how to, be better at sales. But on top of that, you can see we have a community, 216 people right now. And these are all people that are in the same journey. And people are literally closing $4,000 deals, $2,000 deals, right? You can see real wins. I'm actually going to show you guys, like there's a win in the community, right? And you can see, and I'm just going to show the Friday thread, for example, right? This is from 20 days ago, early this month. But Wesley, right? He had a, $3K paid in full, 30 days in the program. 2 deals closed with Regia, $6K each. Get it launched 2 trials, and other people are launching trials. So people are winning inside the community. It's real people, right? You can actually go ahead and become a part of this winner circle, right? So there's real people all around the world. So you can see here that this is what you're going to be getting. But you're also not only going to be getting this, you're going to be getting a one-on-one coach assigned to you that you can book calls with. You can ask them questions one-on-one inside of a Slack channel, right? And you have all the support because like I said, guys, we as a company are incentivized to get you results. We're not going to just tell you this course and wait for you guys just to, figure it out on your own. No, you have all the support in the world because we only make money when our clients make money because they pay, they stay, and they refer. And that's the type of business that I always want to build. If you guys can have a valuable business lesson from this, you want to build a business where your clients never want to leave. And that's exactly what we want to do with this community here because we want to have as many life-changing transformations as possible. So guys, what I want to say is this. Obviously, this might be a fit for you and this might not, right? And who is this not for? Well, it's not for everyone. Right? Because in the end of the day, it's not for someone who wants to get a get rich quick scheme, right? It's not a magic bullet. Like I said, it's a real business. You're going to have to put the work in, right? But it's a proven process, right? And you can work with real clients and get them real results. It will take real effort, guys. Anything worth having is not going to be easy. It's not for those that are looking for a few hours work a week or those who are financially strapped. Like any genuine business venture, guys, it's going to require investment, both time and money. And, of course, I'm sure you heard of the saying, like you can take a horse to water, but you can't make it drink it. And truth is, that's going to be the case for a lot of people that are not going to be right fits. If you come to this program, we expect you to put in the work, right? Just like you hire a personal trainer. But if that was not you, And, if you are someone that is just sick and tired of being sick and tired and you want to change your life forever, well, I would love to invite you guys to become a client and a student of ours at REMT Launch, right? If you actually want to run a real business where you work with real clients, where you truly feel fulfilled, and you want to be able to sleep peacefully at night, knowing you can create a stable, predictable income in any economy, if you want to be able to take control finally, do what you want to do, where you want to, and with who you want to, you can actually book a time here. Click this button. It's going to take you to a page. Please be honest and open and honest about this whole application. Fill it out. And, most importantly, guys, watch the assets after you book a call. We don't want anyone to just show up to call not knowing what we're offering. If you want this training, you have a little bit more information, but please also show up. Because chances are if you do not show up the first call, we might give you one more chance. But after that, we are not going to bring you in because we really value our time here. And, for us, money is not everything because we have a business and a reputation to protect. So this is your opportunity, guys, to join REMT Launch where you can actually go ahead and possibly change your life. And I really would hope you guys do. But the worst case scenario is this, right? You book a call as well, but maybe we decide for you that it's not the right fit for you or it's not the right timing. And we might give you something else to do in the meantime. We might give you a free course or whatever. So the link is right there, guys. Book a call. And we are very selective who we work with, but we're looking for people that are very serious and ready to make an impact. And we want to make the next case studies. Guys, we want to change lives. That's how we make money as a company. And, we want to celebrate deals just like this, like the one from Harmon, right? Or like this from Lewis, right? Or like Will or Meta. So guys, book a call. Now, obviously, I'm going to answer some frequently asked questions a lot of people have. And I think it's good that you guys can listen to them, right? So can this help if I'm starting from $0? Well, definitely it can. And that's exactly how I started. I had $0. And a lot of people come in the program that you saw case studies for, they actually started with $0. How much energy is required? Guys, there's no sugarcoating it. Just like you build a body in the gym, you want to get a six-pack abs, there is work involved. Anything worth having is going to have a lot of work involved. Building a business is a lot of work, right? You can save a lot of energy learning from someone who's already made the mistakes. But if you look at two people, one person only spends 5 hours a week on this and one person spends 20 hours a week on this, obviously is going to, get there faster than the person that's working 20 hours a week. What separates you from your competitors? Well, we're actually doing what we're teaching you. That's the best thing, right? And there's actually no one else teaching this because they haven't built a big company doing this before teaching other people. The third thing is we actually like this stuff, right? It's not just a job for us. So the next question is who I'll be working with? Well, you're actually going to be working with me. And, for myself, I have the option to outsource myself from the business and walk away. I have the option, but I don't want to because I want to keep a high standard. I want to help my clients out at the highest level. And we spent millions of dollars on advertising. We coached tons of people. And a lot of our people that you see in this community, the coaches, they actually were employees of mine and they are still our employees of mine. And they work with the real estate agents as well. So before getting this whole business of teaching people how to start real estate marketing businesses, they were actually in the trenches helping real estate agents with me. So you're going to be working with real winners, okay? Is there success-based pricing? No. Success-based pricing is basically like you pay us when you get results. No, guys. We literally cannot give you everything that works. You don't have the desire or motivation. And also, we can't give anything away for free because people don't value it. And people can actually get that information to share with anyone else out there, right? So how long does a relationship last? Obviously, we want to last you forever, right? We want you to be not only a client, but also a friend of ours. We also really value that. And we want to help you build really successful businesses online. And how does the purchasing process work? Well, you're going to speak to my team. They're going to take you through a question process and see if you're the right fit. And they're going to present you the opportunity, show the whole course area. You can ask them more questions, and they're going to make you an offer for the program. The offer is going to be in the thousands of dollars rate, right? It's going to be below 10K, of course, but it can be payment plans as well if you need to. If you chose payment plans, you might have to pay a little bit more, obviously. There's going to be interest on there. But on top of that, if you don't have the money, we understand. And we also have funding options in place. So just hop on the call and see, right? See what you can do. But if you feel like if you have a really bad credit, right? You're, like borderline going to be homeless. You just don't know you're not going to be able to get funding or anything. Probably not going to be a good choice. You can always look at our free course if you need to in the meantime, but it's not going to be a good choice. It's going to be, you're going to waste your own time and our time, right? And we don't mean that in any way disrespect, but time is valuable for all of us. So that's why I wanted to make sure that's clear. Do you know experience in sales? You do not, right? A lot of our people had no experience in sales. They were stay-at-home moms, some of them, right? How can I pay? Credit card or bank wire, right? PayPal also works, but we like to avoid PayPal because it takes a long time to process money. Do we get access to any new content? Yes. we constantly update this because, of course, we still work with the real estate agents. We see what's working in the industry. We update you guys the latest greatest stuff. What am I going to be have to pay for? Obviously, it's going to be the program cost, right? But you're also going to have a software called Go High Level. So about $300 is what the startup cost is. But the best part is you can use the free trial and extend it. So you get about a 1 month free trial almost, right? So you don't really need to have that much expenses, right? You can also have a free account on Zoom to get started. To do like the sales, how to sell these real estate agents, all the clients, you have to master sales. We're going to teach you guys everything. We're going to teach you how to convert the prospects. We're going to be able to template the scripts. We're going to give you the pre-call preparation. We're going to give you the sales script. We're going to give you like dozens of sales call recordings. We're going to look at your sales calls for you if you feel like you're making mistakes. We are literally going to do everything for you to make it as easy as possible, right? We sold our services. We brought in over 1,000 plus real estate agents for a reason. We know what works and we know what doesn't. We're going to give you guys everything. So how am I going to do the sales and fulfillment at the same time with our team? Well, guys, there's no point of solving business problems in the wrong order. First, get clients and then worry about how to fulfill upon them. And if you're really worried about fulfilling upon them, our team can help you up, right? Because we've already done it so many times. So just have that peace of mind. How am I going to learn the fulfillment process? Well, we're going to give you everything. We're going to literally give you everything that we use to get all these case studies for the real estate agents. We're going to give you the exact same process and you can learn it all and do the same thing for your own real estate agent clients, okay? What if you have questions about dealing with a client or support systems? Well, you have our success team, and these people have already worked with real estate, and so they're going to give you everything. If you can't solve everything, we've already solved it for you. So you're going to have everything. You have that peace of mind. And how can I actually scale in the long term? Well, you're going to have our white label fulfillment portal. And just to recap what white label means, white label is basically we re-recorded our product that we sold to these agents here, and we made it in a way that it's no branding and you can reuse it. But you can actually go ahead and eventually get into consulting. As I said, step 3 in this process. And you're already going to have a product and we're going to help you build everything. And you can start scaling it and putting more money into ads and building a sales team. Just as you guys seeing this video right now, we're going to help you do the same thing for your business. We're going to help you make ads. We're going to help you build this video. It's called the video sales letter. We're going to help you scale up. We're going to help you do everything, right? So that is pretty much it. We're going to help you build everything. And that was a whole training, guys. So there was a lot, of course, right? And I think I'm going to lose my voice after this. But guys, this was an official training on how to make money in real estate with a real estate marketing consultancy and how anyone can get paid daily by solving this one critical problem affecting 3 million plus realtors. And like I said, guys, it doesn't involve a fancy degree, tech skills, prior experience, or startup capital. Guys, my name is Prab Mangit. It was a pleasure presenting to you guys today. Like I said, please click somewhere below this video and schedule a call. And we will see you guys on the other side. Go ahead and go crush today.